Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative. Today we're being creative with dolls. So lately I have been working on my granddaughter's Our Generation dolls. All of these right here belong, I have several granddaughters. These two belong to a couple of sisters. These all belong to another granddaughter, plus one I still got to work on. And boy, let me just tell you, these girls were a disaster. But it's been kind of fun getting them all cleaned up and some of them dressed in their originals and sewing for some of them. My sister over at Peacecraft Dolls and Karen of Starches and Stitches and myself have actually been doing some collabs. We've done one so far and we're discussing doing more in the future and using 18-inch dolls. Now, I do not have an American Girl doll. Karen and Tammy do. And I would really like to find an American Girl doll, but I'm cheap. I don't want to spend a lot of money on one. So I'm out on the hunt. The only problem is sometimes I get a little distracted, like today. So I had an event that I needed to go to this morning, and it was done at 1 o'clock. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to head over to the thrift store. We have a really nice thrift store that our local First Baptist church in our area has. And usually they have quite a few dolls, but not today. I was really disappointed. They had tons of Barbie dolls, was not in the market for that, but they had no 18-inch dolls, not even the Our Generation dolls. I'm hoping I'll be able to find an American Girl doll, maybe even a Blythe doll there someday. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, I was actually, or lately, I would have to say, I've been in the market for an American Girl doll, but I've also been in the market possibly for like either a Monster High or Rainbow High doll. And there was one there. And today we're going to unbag it. Now, she's all bagged up. I was able to kind of look at her. I did notice she's not jointed, which leads me to believe she may be an older model. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on Rainbow High dolls. I liked her hair color. She's really a pretty girl. And she was attached to a spa, like a hot tub thing. I didn't want that. I redonated it back. I just wanted the doll. So anyway, here she is. And you and I are going to unbag her together. Well, because this is how I saw her. So I kind of had to dig around. I could tell, you know, she's not jointed, which I almost didn't get her, but $7 I think was a good deal. Let me know if I got took. All right, let's open her up. And a lot of their dolls, I don't know if they kind of comb their hair, maybe not. A lot of their dolls looked in pretty good shape. All right, isn't that pretty? Here she is. Does anybody know her name? Maybe I'll do a little bit of research and see what I can find. But she is wearing a Barbie dress. It looks really big, though. I don't know if that would be too big for a Barbie or not. It is not a Barbie dress. It is a dress somebody made out of Barbie material, it looks like. Let's strip her down. See, here's the little dress. Here's what it looks like in the back. I actually like this pattern. It'd be very easy to make. I may have to work on that, or maybe send it to my sister and have her work on it. She's good at patterns. All right, here we go. Oh, she's got pierced ears, so that's good. She's got built-in underwear. Her articulation is pretty good, although she's not jointed. Don't think she'll be able to sit very well, and I don't know how well she's going to stand. She has Barbie feet. She has a few little ink marks on her. But, I mean, she's in pretty good condition. Her head tilts. Her hair is not a disaster. Her hair looks like it's either wavy or maybe it was in a braid at one time. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to clean her up. I'm just going to take, I think I have a one of those, what do they call them, those eraser things? I think I have one of those. I'm going to clean her up a little bit just with some warm water. And I'm going to be careful. I've been told to be careful with those because I don't want to take her makeup and her freckles off. But then let's see if she'll fit into any Blythe doll outfits. She seems to be a little bit more hippier than Blythe, so we shall see. All right, I dug a few things out of the Blythe closet. I've already put one on her. By the name, I looked her up, by the way. I looked her up, and her name is Daphne Minton, I do believe. And I do believe that her hair's been cut a little bit. Now, I just put this braid in just while I was digging around. But I need to get some doll cutting scissors. Fix her hair up a little bit. But boy, this girl's hippie. She's built like me. Tiny up here, ginormous down here. But this fits. I think she'd look much better in a dress, though. I have several dresses. Let's take this off. And this little skirt, actually, I made. Tammy and I, during the virtual Blythe retreat, we had a workshop on how to make these. Oh man, she's hippie. There we go. And that's where that came from. All right, so let's try this dress on. My sister gave me this dress as a gift, and I have a feeling it's going to fit her quite nicely. And she looks a lot better in it. Hides the hips. Now this next dress I want to try on her is this. It's probably going to be a little big up here. Blythe has worn this dress. This came from a long time ago. My mom and dad, they were at a flea market, and there was a couple, an older couple, and she made all kinds of Barbie dresses. This was one of them. And he actually would make like wooden hangers and stuff out of wood for Barbie. So let's try this one on. Like I said, I think this one's going to be a little big. It's kind of big on the Blythe dolls. Actually, the real Blythe dolls are really big on. I don't dress them in it, but the AliExpress Blythe dolls I have, and again, it's big, but I usually put a belt or something on. Yeah, it's a little big for her, but I can get like a belt or something. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to like her in it, only because she's so much narrower at the top than the bottom. Because I can't cinch the waist in very well. So I think that's a no. All right. This next dress, I think most of us that collect Blythe dolls probably have dresses like this. And I have a feeling, ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. This one's a little small. Let me see. Yeah, I think these are going to be just a little small. Let's try this one. Maybe this one won't be as small. Okay, it'll work, I think. That one just seemed to be smaller. There we go. Can we snap it? Yeah, it's going to snap. Now it kind of gaps in the back, but you know what? We're just gonna pretend we don't see that. Her hair will cover it up. But other than that, she looks good in it. There's one more dress I want to try on. It's these boho dresses that, again, for the virtual Blythe retreat, several years ago we made. Tammy came up with the pattern. And let's see if I can get this off of her. And these are really nice. They just have this opening at the top there. Slide her arm in, just shimmy it up. And actually, I'm going to keep this on her because it is close to Halloween and she is going to be all decked out. I'll have to add her to the Halloween decor on my fireplace mantle. Trying to get her hair out of the way here. Okay, there we go. She looks pretty good in that. Now, one thing, I'm not going to have shoes on her, but you know what? Most of my dolls don't have shoes because that's kind of the aesthetic that I like. You don't wear shoes on the beach. Well, maybe you wear flip-flops because you don't want to burn the bottoms of your feet. So a couple things I would like to address. I actually have the Rainbow High. I have a Blythe doll. This is a real Blythe doll. This is Ziana. And then I have Malibu here. This is an AliExpress doll. They all have different bodies. This one, and I don't know the names of them. I know a lot of you do. There's like A-Zone and I don't know. Starts with an L. If you know the names of the different bodies, let me know down in the comment section below. And those of you who are like me, who don't know, look down there and maybe you'll get educated. I hope to get educated. Anyway, let me just show you this. So we've looked at her. She's not articulated, very basic. But then we have the Blythe dolls, the real Blythe dolls. They kind of remind me of Barbie, kind of rubbery legs here. These do bend a little bit. So she's articulated, but not a lot articulated. See how small her little hands are. She's not articulated at all on her arms, much like the Rainbow High gals. Okay, little tiny feet. They are flat though. They're not like Barbie doll feet. Then we have the AliExpress Blythe dolls. This is Malabar. I think I may have called her Malibu. Tammy has Malibu. This is Malabar. Anyway, she is articulated. You can take her hands off and change, or she can do this, or there's all different kinds of things. She can even go like this. I love you. And I usually like these hands and these hands. But she's articulated in the arms. She's articulated in the legs. She's articulated a little bit in the feet. So this body is a lot different than this body. And then the Rainbow High bodies are a little bit different than the other two. So she's all decked out for Halloween, ready to hang out with the rest of the crew. I guess I need to find her some earrings. So I think I found some perfect ones. We have a spider web. Oh, they're going to be a little long. Oh, okay. Her ear holes are a little different than the Blythe doll ear holes. They don't go all the way through. Okay. Maybe we won't do earrings on her. Darn it. I have to come up with something else. Let me show you these anyway. They would have been perfect. We got a little spider and a spider web. Would have been perfect for her outfit. Oh well, that's okay. All right, she's hanging out with the gang now in her Halloween dress. So I want to thank y'all for joining me. And I want you to let me know if you have any Rainbow High dolls and what you think of them. Will I go down the rabbit hole of Rainbow High? Probably not. I can almost guarantee you the answer to that question is no. I went down the rabbit hole with Blythe. I'm going to try not to go down the rabbit hole with, well, not these. These are American. These are not American girls. These are our generation. I would like to have one American girl. As far as Rainbow High, I would like to have maybe one or two more. And they will be thrift dolls for sure. And the reason being, whenever I play with my granddaughters, with the Blythe girls, the Blythe dolls, I want something that they can actually go outside and play with me and my Blythe dolls without, if they mess it up, I mean, it's $7, okay? It's not 100 or 150 or how much ever Blythe dolls are. Even the AliExpress, they used to be under $20. They're expensive now, and with the tariffs and stuff, you're talking, 50, 60, 70 bucks. So I'm not for sure I want to give my young granddaughters an expensive doll like that. Not at this point anyway. But I think it would be fun to have enough for each of my granddaughters to have, and we can hang out. For instance, probably in the next month or so, we're not for sure yet, but my oldest son, he wants to go visit my mom in Florida for Christmas, and he wants me to come with him. So I might be going. I don't know. We haven't 100% decided yet. But if we go down there, I always take a doll with me. And their daughter, who is 9, she can take this one. And we can go to the beach and take some pictures and do all kinds of fun stuff. So that's another reason why I'm kind of like these dolls, okay? And I plan on getting probably a couple more. It just depends. If I don't find any, that's fine. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative, signing out for now. Bye-bye.